Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. All right, guys, I'm going to be seeing a video today. This is a recommendation as usual. All right, this is titled "Why Zagreb is the best place I have ever lived." Okay, this is all about Croatia. Let's find out why Zagreb is the best in Croatia. Okay, so without further ado, please subscribe to this channel. If you find it interesting, like, comment, and share this video. Okay, so let's jump into this.
I've been very fortunate in my life to have travelled to 96 countries, and I've lived in 9, including 14 different places I call home over the years, apart from the 9 years of boarding school. These include Manchester, Oxfordshire, Munich, St. Petersburg, Moscow, Yekaterinburg, Tbilisi in Georgia, Hiroshima in Japan, Kigali in Rwanda, Nairobi, Kenya, Hargeisa in Somaliland, before I moved to Croatia 21 years ago, and I've been blessed to have lived in Jelsa on Hvar and Varaždin and now Zagreb. And of those amazing places all over the world, and it quite surprises me now to say this, because when I first came to Zagreb 20 years ago, I really didn't like it that much. But I believe today Zagreb in 2023 is by far and away the best place I've ever lived, and a place that really is up there as one of the most underrated places to be. Here's why. So the first thing I would say about Zagreb and about Croatia in general is safety. This is one of the safest European capital cities that I think exists. You know, women particularly comment when they come traveling here that they're free to walk home at night. They don't feel harassed. There's a very, very low crime rate among the people. This is a place where you can really feel safe and relax. And in a previous video I told how I dropped my laptop in the middle of the street in Zagreb and didn't notice till the next day, and somebody picked it up and contacted me and returned it. So, you know, this is just symptomatic of the safety of Zagreb. It's also probably the most walkable city I've ever lived in. I mean, this is it has a beautiful old town, but wherever you go you can just walk, and there are parks. I never ever take the tram, even though the public transport is fantastic here. It's just a place that you can get lost in and you can walk around. It's a very walkable city. Of course, being in Croatia, lifestyle. This is a city where all the cafes are brimming the whole time, and you can just sit down there and you catch up with people, and a lot of business is done over the cafes here, but it's just got that very sort of Mediterranean sort of lifestyle with a little bit of Austro-Hungarian sort of business sense as well. So it's a nice combination. The number of digital nomads and remote workers that have come here in the last 2-3 years since we started the Zagreb Digital Nomad Week in 2021 is phenomenal, really. There's been a huge influx of people. The number of people that come here and are surprised at the quality of the offer in Zagreb, but the fact that it's under the radar still. So it's like a mini Prague or a mini Vienna, but it's got a lot of soul and a lot of life. And I think now that community of remote workers who are coming here, they're finding Zagreb, they're just finding it a really sort of amazing, under the radar place to come. And their sort of mindset and what they're contributing to the city is making it nicely international, where it wasn't so much maybe 5 even years ago. I also think it's one of the most accessible cities for so many different reasons. This is a city where you can be in Budapest in 2.5 hours, Vienna in 3.5, Ljubljana in 1.5. And this is where we now have Ryanair, so you have 40 different destinations. You're 2 hours from the coast. So you don't need to live in Dalmatia or on the coast to actually enjoy the sea. You just hop in the car and go there whenever you want to. Even just around Zagreb itself, it's a very green area, and Zagreb County is full of magical castles and authentic experiences. The nature is insane here. Wherever you go, Croatia is a beautiful place, but Zagreb really does, I think, the outdoor lifestyle very well, and it's surrounded by all these hills and fantastic things to see. Zagreb is certainly in the last 3, 4, 5 different years has become a very cultural, artistic city. There's been a big push to try and bring things like street art and outdoor concerts, especially after COVID, onto the streets. Now you have a load of amazing festivals, such as the Festival of Lights in March. You have Zagreb Classic in the summer, classical concerts outdoors at King Thomas Love Square. You have obviously Advent in Zagreb, which is one of the biggest deals in the city these days. Basically, wherever you go, there all seems to be something going on, and you can always catch a bit of music somewhere. They have another festival called Dvorište, courtyards, and this is where you go into the different courtyards of Zagreb and you actually explore, and they have different exhibitions and so on. And so it's one of those places where, you know, there's a lot of tradition, a lot of history, and there's always something to explore. It's definitely grown on me more and more as the years go by. I also really appreciate it for the fact that it has 4 very distinct seasons. When you live on the coast in Croatia, it's basically off-season and the season. And here you definitely have the onset of winter, and you have Advent in Zagreb, you have the start of spring, spring with the Festival of Lights, when the whole city is getting up towards the season. My favourite time in Zagreb is actually in the summer when everybody else disappears. Then it's much, much emptier. They still have a very, very vibrant programme, but not so many people around. And the people that do stay in Zagreb during the summer are generally the more interesting people that have projects that they're doing. And then you go into the fall, into autumn, and you have a great art festival called Art Punctura, for example. And so there's always something going on culturally. One of the things I like the most about Zagreb, though, is the people, in the sense of there is a new generation of Croatian coming through. And these are the entrepreneurs, these are the IT people, the startups, these are people that want to make change in the country. I'm connected to quite a lot of them through my news portal, Total Croatian News. And it's really really inspiring to see these people, and they're starting to connect with each other. And so there's this really vibrant feeling about Zagreb. I think it's a great energy, really. When I first came here 20 years ago, there was a really bad Chinese restaurant, there was a really bad Indian restaurant, and that was it. And today, the gourmet scene in Zagreb has improved astronomically. Now we have Michelin star restaurants, but we also have a very wide variety of international cuisine. We have a lot more international bars and stuff coming in, and a much bigger, wider international community. And they are mixing very well within the local community. To me, it seems to be a place which is safe, vibrant, accessible, beautiful, and relaxed. You have the best of both worlds, an EU capital. If you want to just hop on the cable car, within 15 minutes you could be on the ski slopes. It's one of those places that has everything without being like the biggest name in the world, like Paris or places like that. And so for a guy who's 54, who's travelled a bit, it's great to have finally found my home. So see you in Zagreb.
Okay, this is really beautiful. Like, this review about Zagreb in Croatia is actually amazing. All right, like, I like the fact that he actually left his laptop and then got a call from someone and someone returned it to him. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, you hardly find such in my country. I'm not trying to write my country off. I am from Nigeria. All right, but let's say like 65% of the time that you leave your stuff anywhere in Nigeria, I am pretty sure you're not going to get it back. 65% you're not going to get it back. Okay, so like, getting to know this about Zagreb, I think Zagreb is the capital of Croatia. All right, a lot of people have feared Zagreb because of the history surrounding it, especially tourists. Okay, so getting to hear this from this video is from Paul. All right, getting to hear this from him is really amazing. Like, it's really going to like calm the stereotype out there about Zagreb. All right, this is really beautiful. I'm glad I saw this video, and I'm glad I am also putting this video out there for a lot of people who plan to like travel to Croatia, who plan to go on tour to Croatia, okay, and they are scared. They are scared of Zagreb because of the things that they've heard, because of the videos that they've seen online on the internet. All right, so this video is going to go out to like calm people down and let them know that, okay, Zagreb is beautiful, that you can actually tour and not be scared about your safety. Zagreb is safe according to this video, and I've watched a couple of videos about Zagreb as well. All right, so this is really interesting. Thank you for recommending, and see you guys on my next one. Bye.